What's up, what's up, what's up? So I haven't done a video in a couple days, so I'm going to throw one on tonight. Uh, Not a lot of games on tonight, kind of some disappointing scoring, but we'll jump right into it as usual. I like to start with my lowest lineup, so we'll go ahead and do this one. 240, right on the dot, not too good, but Brandon Knight had a pretty good game. I was watching the game. Uh, he actually didn't pick it up until about the third quarters when he really started scoring. So he had me worried for a little bit. Aaron Brooks, he usually gets around 20. I figured that's what he would have got. The game went into double overtime. I really thought he might have got more, but I can't really complain about that because I expected 20 from him. Hardaway Jr. About the same. I thought he'd hit 20. I probably should have played Rodney Stuckey. He actually did pretty well tonight, but too late to change it now. Aflalo, he really fucked me tonight. An 8.7. I don't know what his deal is. I didn't see any of that game, but they lost by 30 to Memphis, so that's pretty terrible there. Chris Middleton, another guy expected to get me 30 points. He didn't, obviously, but it was a pretty good game. Blowout most of the game. Jeff Green, with Memphis blowing them out like that, Jeff Green really didn't do too much. It was mostly Zach Randolph down here, always getting the double-double. I think, what is this, like his 13th, 14th double-double in a row since every game he's played since coming back from injury, he's had a double-double, so he's always good for it. My other power forward, Pau Gasol. Like I said, I always play Pau when he's playing because he's usually going to get you 40 points. But against the Lakers, really surprised. The Lakers were winning for most of the game. Like I said, it went into double overtime. I was hoping for triple overtime, honestly. But Pau Gasol had me worried too. He didn't start getting anything going until towards the end of the game. I think he had maybe 8 points and 2 or 3 rebounds at halftime or something like that. Marc Gasol, I thought he would have done really well against Denver, but I guess Zach Randolph did most of the work this game, so that explained his low score there. Then we'll go check out, actually won 2 games for $25, one on a dollar tournament and one on a $2. So we'll start out with the dollar tournament. This is actually the highest place I've ever finished in, 101st place here, with 311. So as you see, there were a lot of disappointing performances tonight. The top score was 335. So I was only 24 points away from first place, which that's why I was rooting for that triple overtime. I see here I got Brandon Knight again. Derrick Rose with some weak play. 5 turnovers too. Not as much as his 11 the other night, but he's been pretty turnover prone lately. And with the double overtime, he definitely should have scored more than that. But at shooting guard, I got Jimmy Butler, and he definitely did work tonight with his 35 points. That's definitely a nice 50 from Jimmy Butler. Wayne Ellington, good cheap play, 33.5. That's more than I could ask from him, so I'm happy with that. Wilson Chandler, thought he would have gave me 30, but Denver just got crushed tonight, so it is what it is. Chris Middleton again, Pau again. Taj Gibson, he kind of fucked me on this lineup. I really expected Taj Gibson to have a great game against the Lakers, but somehow, the Lakers were able to take it from him in double overtime, so which actually makes me glad that I picked Jordan Hill. He was probably, aside from Jimmy Butler, the second best player of the night, which he had a surprising performance tonight, a big double-double, and hey, I appreciated it. Won me $25. We'll go back here, check out my $2 tournament I did. And this, same thing, first place is 335. Actually finished 457th on this one, out of over 100,000 entries. So I'm pretty, pleased with that. That's good. Brandon Knight again. I ran him in just about all my lineups because I figured he'd have a good game against Orlando. C.J. Watson, not bad, but not really great either considering he was playing against New York. Wayne Ellington again, and then I ran Jordan Clarkson also, and he did really well for 3,700. I mean, that's hitting almost 10 times his price, so I'm more than happy with that. I'll take that. But again, the double overtime had a lot to do with that. And Carmelo Anthony, he really fucked me tonight. I ran him in a couple lineups, and he just had a terrible game. I mean, the 18 points is good. Usually he's going to get 20, 30 points, so. But the 18 isn't what's so bad. It's the 1 rebound and 1 assist. I mean, come on, that's just horrible for Carmelo Anthony. And this 306 here, that's only 29 points out of first place. So I mean, if Carmelo Anthony does his thing, I could have probably been in that top 10. But nothing I can do about that. Chris Middleton again, Gasol again, Randolph, and this one I ran Joakim Noah. Also, probably the third best player of the night with 44.9. Almost had the triple-double, just a point and an assist off of it. That 17 rebounds, that was big from Noah. He's been playing pretty well since coming back, so I might have to look to him in the future as long as his price is going to be pretty cheap like that. And I also won $25 on this one. And moving on to my lineup for tonight. Well, one of my lineups, as usual, I do a couple. I mean, I can't give you guys everything, you know what I mean? But I like this lineup for tonight. This is the first lineup I set. I'm running Kyrie Irving because Sacramento, they're terrible with actually the 1, 2, and the 3 they suck at. So I'm going to go ahead and do Kyrie, especially with LeBron out. Kyrie's probably going to have, hopefully another 50-point game, but I'm thinking he's going to drop at least 30, have a handful of rebounds, assists, maybe some steals in there. I'll go Carter Williams. He had a good game his last one out, almost had the triple-double. And against Minnesota, they're not good with point guards either. Don't know if Mo Williams is going to be back or not, but I expect Carter Williams to have a really good game against them and hopefully get the triple-double. We got J.R. Smith. Like I said, Sacramento and Houston are two teams that I really like to run two guards against because they're both terrible at guarding them. So I'm going to go with J.R. Smith. And again, with LeBron being out, I think J.R. Smith's going to have a little bit bigger workload and, hopefully put up some good points. And another person I'm putting in because of injuries, we're going to do Jamal Crawford. He got the start the other night with Redick out. I actually played Redick, and I didn't have time to check before the game, so I got screwed. Got a big goose egg from Redick. But I'm going to play Jamal Crawford. He's not really going to do much besides score, but when he's starting, he's going to score. And then I'll play Rudy Gay, because I think Cousins is probably going to be out with a sprained ankle. So Rudy Gay is probably going to be primary benefactor of that. He's going to be taking most of the shots, and with LeBron out, he's not going to have him checking him. So I expect Rudy Gay to probably get around 40 fantasy points for tomorrow, I'll say. I'm going to run Tayshaun Prince here at a small forward also, just because, he's a cheaper option, and he makes the rest of this lineup work. He's been playing decent the past couple of games, settling into a role in Boston. And Houston's terrible at guarding threes anyway, so I expect Tayshaun Prince to maybe get me around 25 points from that game. So we'll see how that works out. And Josh Smith, I'm starting at power forward because Dwight Howard's out. So Josh Smith's going to get some extra play. And the other night, I think he was the leading scorer on Houston, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm thinking that James Harden is gonna do a little more scoring tonight against Boston, but Jay Smooth should get his fair share of shots in there. And my other power forward, like I said, I always like to run Pau Gasol. He's one of my favorite players at the power forward, and Phoenix is weak down low, so I expect Pau to take full advantage of that. And then my last one, I'm going with the cheap center here. I'm going to run Alexis Ajinka. He can play pretty well provided he gets the minutes, and Anthony Davis is going to be out with injured groin, so we're going to run Alexis Ajinka for another cheap play, and he should do pretty well. I'm thinking he's going to get me around 30 fantasy points, and even if he doesn't, he's only 4,200. But this is my first lineup I'm setting. I really like this one. You guys can use it, comment on it. Give me some ideas for substitutions. Any other sleepers you think for tonight? But I'm gonna go ahead and enter this one. All right, you guys will see how I do tomorrow.